Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, The Travel Food Guy. Today we're going to be seeing a car rebuild video of my 1993 Sahara pickup Datsun. We're going to be building it from scratch, removing all the rust, giving it a paint job, and a little pimp my ride. So this is my truck. I've had it for some time. It used to work properly, then it parked for some time. So this was the before, and I'm going to be showing you the step by step of how we rebuild it from this scrapyard to this, and making all the build look beautiful. Thank you. So this is my Nissan pickup truck. I got it for cheap, I would say. I had a little fun with it for some time through COVID and everything, and then afterwards we ended up parking it. We never thought we were ditching it, but it has actually been sitting gathering dust and rusting for some time, so we had to tear it down. It's a project I've been thinking about. So here they had already done most of the build, but like I would say, it wasn't like a project car that I bought to actually rebuild, so I just kind of went with it as it came. So they had to tear it. Every bit of rust that was there, all the panels were put down. We built it a new floor bed. So here they were trying now to find the proper shape for the car, so they could put filler. We built a monster guard for it, brand new lights. So this video will be showing you each and every modification that we did here. My draftsman was trying now to bring my dream into reality when he was building a brand new bumper and guard for it. So like I said, I'm looking for some kind of monster truck vibe, so this build is not going to be one that makes everything look like it was, but I'm actually trying to create my own unique kind of car. The mechanics of the car were good, so the engine actually was pulled out to be restored from scratch. This is the carburetor, because these cars from the 90s, most of them use carburetors, and also this is a petrol engine. So here the guy was setting it all up, and I'm not a mechanic, so I might not give you all the specifics of what went in with the fixing of the engine, but I tried to record as much as I could to show you. I actually got the best people for the job. I made some faults along the way, but I ended up landing on the right people, so everything was done. So here, this guy here is a big asset, because he understood the cars from this time. He's actually one of the best Sahara mechanics you can ever find. So here the engine was already being tested, but remember, at some point we have to remove it and paint it. So but here they were checking to see if everything that I put was working fine. Here we are done all the builds for the front. We're just remaining to fit lights, but because we wanted to make a bit of modifications, because lights from this that came with this truck are not really the most fancy lights, we are also changing the tailgate to put something a bit more rustic, and you know, these are the lights. We put a very big loud horn, you know, just for swag. It's a very good horn though, so you'll hear it hoots. So these are the lights. Now checking before the paint job gets done, we have to fit in the lights and check them to see if they're working. The signals are going to be, you know. So these are normally not for this car, the tail lights, but we made modifications to make sure they would fit on this car and make it look, you know, skip it a few years so it would look like a futuristic car, you know, vintage meeting the new generation kind of vibes. Yeah, so these are the lights. That will be our headlights. They actually have all modes, so the car will be street legal. They had to actually rip the whole front dashboard and steering to work on the gauge, because you don't want to drive and not know how much fuel you are. You can't rely on what you think in your head to tell you. We will be putting modifications here for the muffler. And here the gas man was actually doing in the black video is what sound it was making. Yeah, still a Subaru boy somehow. So yeah, here they had finished the car, put the modifications that I wanted. Now all that is remaining is a little few modifications and then a paint job. But again, this is not a car that I bought for a project, so I kind of ran out of money. So I had to leave it at that for some time, and then later on, the car sat again for some time, actually, because I ran out of cash. And yeah, we let it sit for a bit. You can see it had gathered a bit of dust, but like something that you love, we decided to get back on there. This was all the scrap that came off the car, most of it, because now we had an incident where our mirror had broken and I had to change the side mirrors again so that they could now look a lot more different. So the way you see the lights, they look now a bit worn out because the car parked again for some time, So here we put fuel to try and get it running again so that we could actually finish what we had started. And also we changed the tires, we put monster truck tires, and yeah, here they were testing it to see if it would get to the garage. But as a car that has been sitting for a while, sometimes the response and the peak is different. So here we're trying to do a road test to see if it would get to the garage because it was on the other side of town. We ended up calling a tow truck because we didn't have a windscreen. And to get things done, actually, even the traffic police wouldn't let us just go by. So we got a tow truck and pulled it now to a garage where they washed it thoroughly to clean it off the dust and all the debris that had collected, and they started painting it to the design that I had chosen and the colors that I had chosen. So I chose this kind of desert storm look, and the black that is put on was supposed to make it look a bit rustic, but it wasn't rustic enough, so I decided to put a few patches of the desert storm. And this was the engine. We also looked at it and it looked rusty, so we had to paint the engine. Now here we're doing the interior because, as you know, we are doing it all from scratch. So I called some interior guys to come up, and then I showed them the design I wanted for the floor and then for the roof. They stitched up, and after that I realized the dashboard was not meeting the standards. It was starting to look bougie, so I decided to also redo the dashboard. Here I brought some guys in to put in the rubbers on the door so that it doesn't make a lot of noise. So this was the finished product when we brought it home, and we were trying to test it out, and see if it was ready for the road. The lights were still working, and the indicators that were originally on the car, that we bought new ones, but the ones that are meant to be with the car, because there was nothing we were going to put in that hole, we are not working. But the car was looking beautiful. You will all agree from what I showed you in the beginning and what it looks like now. Yeah, it's going to be working at the farm as well. It's going to be our baby at the farm. So this is what it looked. And even here I would tell you, it wasn't properly done. We needed to fit in a few things that were missing. And knowing the car is from a different generation, some of the spare is not easy to find. So we had to do modifications and fit in different stuff to have it actually look this nice. Thank you for watching, and this is us cruising. Till next time, subscribe.